So 2015 happens, and remember that tattoo guy, the guy that had this premonition of like, or I'm gonna create, this thing, and it's gonna be pimped out, and it's gonna be this warehouse and gamers everywhere, and I'm gonna invite people from here, here, here. So MKX comes out April 19th, 2015. I know it's April, but I think it's April 19th. And I'm playing it at home. I'm like, I have the plan already, saved up from the street sweeping job. I have the plan again. Time to train for Evo and all these tournaments again. And MKX is great. I'm like, dude, this is even better than MK9. Like, I already got my character. Like, minute one, I just pick Quan Chi. And the moment I play him online, I'm like, I love this character. Like, he's exactly how I like it. So I'm playing, and what happens? I get a phone call from a guy I haven't heard from in a long time. And this phone call is the phone call that changed my life. And my sister was in the other room. Her door was open. She's just like talking to me while I'm playing some MKX online. Day like 1 or 2 that it's out. And so I'm training. Boom, 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 boom. Out of nowhere, get a phone call. And who is it? The tattoo guy. And he says, Michael. And I'm like, yeah. And he's just like, my sister is in the other room looking at me. And it looks like, when someone wins like on a radio show or something and they're like, woohoo. And the family's like, what's going on? During this phone call, he's telling me, he's like, look, you remember what I told you? And I'm just like, yeah. While MKX is just in the background, like, I'm ready to train, but I'm taking this call. And he's just like, it's ready. And I'm like, what's ready? And he's like, dude, I have a warehouse, 20 setups. I'm inviting the best gamers, you from Cali, from Vegas, from Ohio, from New York. And I'm just like, what? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, when is this happening? He's all, now. I was like, when do I go? He's like, I already got you a plane ticket tomorrow. And I'm like, at that point, I was just like, okay, do I do this? And he told me, he's like, what he tells me on this phone is a gamer's dream. He's like, look, I'm paying you salary. Every time you commentate, I love your commentary. Every time you commentate, I'm paying you every time, like every day. I'm having tournaments every week. It's like if we had MADHouse, every week he was putting up $1,000 for the winner. It was like insane. And I'm like, what? And he's just like saying all this like heavenly stuff. Like, you don't have to work. It's just, you're just going to train with the best players that I'm inviting from other places. I'm paying for all your food, your lodging. Like, you just have to worry about gaming. And like, I'm on this phone. My sister's looking at me because I'm getting more like stoked, more like, I'm just like, what? And I'm like, okay, thank you. The thing I remember saying to him is just, thank you. What? Thank you. Because he just kept saying like, I'm going to do this for you. And I'm just like, thank you. And so he's like, tomorrow I got you the plane ticket already. And I'm just like, okay, turn off MKX, pack my bags, have a hard night's sleep because I can't sleep because I'm just like, my life's about to change tomorrow. I was talking to a chick at the time. I tell her like, and it was funny. When I met this chick, I kind of was straight up. I was like, look, I just do gaming. Like, I'm a pro gamer. And she gave me this like, pfft, like it was like, that's not a thing. And then eventually it was like, when he did that, I called her and I'm like, look, like, whatever was happening with us, like, I'm leaving and I'm not coming back. Like the guy said, like, this is going to be for 2 years at least, this beast of a machine that he's creating. So I am at least 2 years in on it. So I have to say bye to everyone here. And I'm like, peace. And everyone understood. They're like, do your thing, dude. So I go to Atlanta. So this guy, he creates Yomi Gaming. Greatest freaking sponsor in history. But not to take away from my other sponsors. But this sponsor is paying me to live there, feeding me. Like, the moment I get there, like, dude, the guy would pick you up in limousines. Like, and other gamers that he was sending here, like limousines, like his chairs were great. He had mics, like the stream, like he had mics where he could hear us and stuff, like while we're fighting and everything. This guy just, he made like a Michaelangelo 16th chapel, not me, but the artist, the 16th chapel where it's the church. He paid a painter to create that, but fighting games. The painter painted the Daigo parry, Evo moment number 37. He painted Ken parrying Chun-Li on this ceiling where we look like you're walking in Yomi. First of all, it's like, it looks like a club, like a strip club, right? Like you're walking in, mirrors in the hall. When you get to to the end of the mirror hallway, you're in the warehouse, and there's a yellow brick road, and the yellow brick road leads you to like the main check-in station, and then through the main check-in station there's the Michaelangelo 16th chapel of like fighting game history stuff, and then through that there's the training facility, and then but also around that is like our bunks. Imagine an army base but for gamers. So I walk in, and obviously everyone's like saying what's up to me. I know some gamers already, and it was surreal because the moment I felt it was so surreal is like I unpack my bags, and it's just like an army base double bunk kind of thing, just with other gamers. And when I packed my bags, I'm like, this is home now. Like, I'm here. And so it's just like, damn, like I'm going to sleep here, eat here, everything here. He had built-in showers. It was like a hyperbolic time chamber, right? Like there was no windows. This is a warehouse. Like there's no windows. So we didn't know if it was day or night. So I'm like, damn, like this is just training 24/7 with the best of the best. Were you going to say something?
Oh no, this idea sounds oddly familiar.
What do you mean oddly familiar?
Oddly familiar to some ideas other people may or may not have. So go on.
That'd be insane. But so I'm there, unpack my bags, have my locker. Like I'm just like, whoa, this is like, this is really what it came down to. Like what I thought, and again, when I unpacked my bags, I thought of my uncle, and I thought of when he said the sponsorship is the goal. But now I'm like, this is a different beast entirely. Like this is life for me now. Like that's it. So yeah, I went there, and this was the cool thing. When you first get a job or like something like that, maybe like go to summer camp or whatever, right? Because that's what it felt like, but for 2 years. Imagine 2 years of summer camp, but it's a gamer summer camp. This was the coolest thing. I wasn't sure who I was going to be with, like who were my training partners. It's the best of the best, so who knows? The greatest thing was it was everyone I loved that was in the FGC that I knew prior already. Forever King, the Terry brothers, Slayer. Like I already knew them before and had a great time with them. I love those guys. And when I asked them, I was the first there. So I was the first official person that he flew out to go to Yomi and be at Yomi. And then so I talked to him in his office, and I was like, so who else is coming? And he named off Forever King, Slayer. And I'm just happy because these are like coworkers that I'm like, it's great coworkers. Because I can manage with like coworkers you don't really like, but hey, they're good at the game and they're going to help me. But these are guys I don't even need to play the game with. I'll chill at a club with or something, right? So when he said that, I'm just like, life just got a whole lot easier. Like I can deal with this. Like I'm looking forward to this, even though I already was, because it is what it is. But with that news, I was like, I can be here forever. So then, yeah, Yomi Gaming happens.